I'm Miss Crib, and this is Leo, and you're watching Hawk's Eye View.
Welcome back to the worldwide leader of all things Hanahan. I'm Molly Ducker. It's Friday, February 2nd, and you're watching Hawk's Eye View. The beginning of February means the annual Miss Hanahan pageant is right around the corner, and Hannah Grace is here with all you need to know.
As many of you know, our annual Miss Hanahan pageant is coming up fast. Besides the theme this year featuring the Taylor Swift Eras Tour, there are many reasons why you should come out and support these lovely ladies.
The Miss Hanahan pageant is really just a great experience, especially if you want to boost your confidence. It's really fun getting to learn all the dances, and it's really cool because you get to walk on the stage with your pretty dress. And overall, it's just super fun because you get to make a lot of new friends.
The benefits for the ladies competing are numerous, but our school benefits as well.
The pageant is a fundraiser for the Renaissance Club. It allows us to have all the Renaissance rallies and all the snacks in Ms. Cromer's office that students can pick up with their Renaissance card.
All the action takes place right here next Saturday night. For more on how to join us for this magical evening, let's send it back over to my fellow pageant contestant Molly for more on how to get tickets. I'm Hannah Grace McCown for Hawk's Eye View. Molly?
Thanks, Hannah Grace. The Miss Hanahan tickets are officially live and ready for purchase. Anyone can purchase tickets online at hawkathletics.net for just $15. Let's make sure we pack the auditorium for the must-see events of the school year. We can't wait to see you all there. As for you seniors, you should make sure to vote for Senior Superlatives. Senior Superlative voting is now open. You can vote by logging into the Senior Schoology page or scanning the QR code on the screen. All votes need to be in by next Friday, February 9th. If you have any questions, please see Miss Girth in room 114. Last week, we reminded y'all about where to park on campus, but here's just one last reminder about off-campus parking. Make sure that you are only parking on Murray Drive by the church, across the street on Pine Street, or beside the student lot on Smithfield Place. No matter where you park, remember to be courteous to our neighbors.
This is just a friendly reminder when parking off campus to be courteous of the surrounding community members' properties. Not causing any damage to their property or potentially causing damage to your vehicle by accident.
Now let's take a quick break. Here's a word from HEV Zone superstar Kayvon Rivera.
Hi, I'm Kayvon Rivera. You might know me for one of Mr. Hanahan.
Contestant number 27, Kayvon Rivera.
Or maybe even scuba diving, deep sea wrecks off our coast. But today, I'd like to talk to you about job shadowing. So you want to suspend a student right here? Yep. Job shadowing is an excellent way for you to get an up-close look at different careers so you have a better idea of what job you might like. And Hanahan is hosting a job shadow day on Thursday, February 26th. You'll get the opportunity to ask questions and spend a day with an industry professional. You get to choose a job and reach out to them. Parents and teachers can help point you in the right direction to help you connect with an industry professional to see if they'd be interested in you shadowing them for the day. Best of all, you get the day off to experience this during your school day. If you'd like to get a head start in your career, check out the QR code on the screen or check it with Dr. Bellinger and Guidance. I'm Kayvon Rivera, and I'm encouraging you to job shadow this February.
Thanks, Kayvon. And make sure y'all put job shadowing on your to-do list. Now let's turn to some library news. The library recently honored our top 10 readers from first semester. These student readers were rewarded with treats of their choice from Nothing Bundt Cakes for their hard work. The library's latest promotion has also just started, so make sure when you read a good book, you share the book title with the library and why you liked the book. All students who participate will get a reward. Also, students can guess the number of Hershey Kisses in a jar. The closest guess wins the jar and all the candy.
And now, here's Coffee Talk with Mari.
I don't drink coffee. I actually drink tea. I'm more of a fine gentleman. Okay. Do you know that famous African-American boxer Muhammad Ali? He actually won his first professional match at 18. Now that I do think about it, I don't think anybody wanted to be his bully at that point. Bro, I don't even drink coffee.
Thanks, Mari. I knew nothing about that. But what I do know is that if you're interested, you should audition for the school play. Our theater department here at Hanahan is holding auditions for their newest play, A Wrinkle in Time. They will be held on 2 different days, starting today, Friday, February 2nd, and also on Monday, February the 5th. Both audition times will be at 4:15 p.m. in the auditorium. All positions are currently open, so if you're even slightly interested in performing on stage, shoot your shot.
People should audition for this play because there's lots of great both acting opportunities. It's a really big cast, which is going to have a fairly large ensemble, so lots of opportunities to try new things. And it also, we need lots of help behind the scenes as well. So whether you want to be on stage or be backstage or be in the tech booth, we have a place for you, and we'd love to work with you.
With yesterday marking the beginning of February, you never know if it's going to be warm and sunny or cool and rainy. Good thing we have Maui Mason to give us a rundown on this weekend's weather. Mason?
Hey Molly, and welcome back Hawks. I'm here to tell you all another forecast for this weekend's weather. This weekend's weather looks to be cloudy Friday with the sun rising this Saturday, and the rain will be pouring down Sunday. Temps will be getting all the way up to the 60s for the high and dropping down to the 40s for the low. Looks like we'll be having some very bipolar weather for this weekend. And another thing to note, I'd like to give a very special shout out to weather watcher Matthew Rochot for sending us a very special video of a power line explosion during the day we were off.
It's the power.
That video was awesome, Matthew. And if anyone else has any more videos, you know who to send it to. Now let's take it back over to Molly in the studio.
Thanks, Mason. As you may know, tonight is senior night for some of our Hawk athletes. And to show some school spirit at the game, Student Council is selling some merch. Stuco will be selling rally towels and whiteout shirts for the big home game tonight versus Philip Simmons. The rally towels will be $3 and the t-shirts will be $5. If you didn't grab one last week, they will be on sale one last time during all 3 lunches today, and then they'll also be on sale at the game. Speaking of the big game tonight, I know the perfect person who knows all about it. So let's send it over to Veda Berry in the HEV Sports Center to give us a rundown on all things Hawk sports.
Thanks, Molly. Last Friday, our basketball teams were active with a matchup against the North Charleston Cougars for our 4th region game of the season. The girls absolutely dominated the Cougars with a final score of 61-26 and a new region record of 3-1, which is looking very good for playoffs, which are coming up. As for the boys, they couldn't keep up, losing 73-43. After having to take a rain check about 2 weeks ago, Battery Creek finally came to the nest to take on our Hawk basketball teams.
The girls are ready to defend their home winning record and secure a home playoff game. As the team was racking up points, junior Sadie Williams gets a steal and then runs up for an open layup. The girls swept the floor clean with the Dolphins winning 60-32.
We have been breaking so many milestones. We have been beating teams by more than I even knew that we could do. And before, nobody thought that we would end up this close to region champs, but here we are.
This game, the boys hope to get out of a rut and improve their region record. Right out the gate, the boys throw long passes down court to Tyler Lassiter for the first bucket of the game. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and the boys took a loss, 66-47. On the brighter side, they are confident for their upcoming games.
Where I see our team going this season, hopefully we can pick it up this year. Towards the end, it's the end, we got to pick it up.
This week, our wrestling team traveled across town to Philip Simmons for their region individual tournament. At this event, they will be competing for spots at Lower State against the 4 other teams in our region. Our wrestlers made a complete comeback from last week, earning multiple region titles. In an early match, Jackson Stuckey takes an easy win, performing a half Nelson for the pin. Despite losing both his shoes, Tumbry also got a pin using his opponent's momentum against him. Our boys did great with Landon Ritchie, Eddie Yambo, Wilson Daughter, and Jackson Stuckey winning region champs for their weight classes. Now that we're all caught up, let's see what we can look forward to coming up. Most importantly, our basketball teams will be having their senior night tonight as they go up against the Iron Horses from Philip Simmons. The student section theme will be whiteout, and they will be selling specially made white Hawk basketball t-shirts at the game for $5. Next Tuesday, our basketball teams will be back at it, traveling all the way to Beaufort to knock out some region games. And then on Thursday, they will be on the road again, this time going to Battery Creek for their last regular season games. Moving from the court to the track practice has officially started. If you would like to join the team, make sure to go to the track at 4:10 Monday through Friday to speak to a coach, or you can email a head coach. That's all the sports we have for you this week. Don't forget to pull up here tonight with your new Hawk basketball t-shirt. Now, back to you, Molly, in the studio.
Thanks, Veda. I think it's a good idea to get a little wild to finish out the show. Here's the latest edition of Wild Joe, my new favorite segment.
G'day Hanahan, I'm Wild Joe, and today we'll be talking about this little scaly guy right here. Okay Hanahan, before we start today's episode, I'd like to give thanks to All Things Acre Petting Zoo for letting us hang out with their animals. Today's subject is this baby Morlet's crocodile. Morlet's crocodile were native to Mexico, Guatemala, and apparently Bowman, South Carolina. Up until the 1920s, Morlet's crocodiles were actually confused with American and Cuban crocodiles. The main distinction is their unusually broad snouts and passports. Morlet's crocodiles have 66 to 68 teeth, so their dental plan must be a nightmare. Now, the teeth are in perfect alignment with its top and bottom jaw, which distinguishes all crocodiles from alligators. Morlet's crocodile have a really strong bite force of around 3,000 psi. For comparison, a lion's bite force is only 600 psi, and an average human is 120. Now, Morlet crocodiles is a relatively small species of crocodile if you compare them to the African and Australian cousins. They grow about 10 to 14 feet long, but you know what they say, size doesn't matter. Now, juveniles generally feed on fish and small mammals, and when they get to adults, they eat bigger prey. Around turtles, birds, and domestic pets, so if I was around this guy, I'd keep my pooch on a leash. Morlet crocodiles are primarily active at night, while I'm getting dubs in Fortnite, where they carry out hunting and mating, which is something I can't relate to. Anyways, during the day, they spend most of their time basking in the sun. An interesting fact about all crocodilians is the temperature of the nest actually determines which type of gender the crocodilian would hatch as. If it's around 86 degrees, the crocodile will hatch as a female, and around 93, it will hatch as a male. Okay, Hanahan, that's all I have for today. Thanks to All Things Acre Petting Zoo for letting us hang out with this cute little swamp puppy. And remember, stay curious, fly high, and soar like a hawk.
Thanks, Wild Joe. I know I'm following HEV on social media, but are you? You can find us anytime, 24/7 on our socials. Make sure you're following us on the Gram, YouTube, and TikTok too. Finally, make sure you also join our HEV Schoology class. The code is there on the screen. Oh, and make sure you check out our 2 HEV podcasts, On the Hill with Kayvon Rivera and CNC's The Draft. You can find both of these amazing podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music. Well, that's all we have for you this week, Hawks. From all of us here at Hawks Eye View, I'm Molly Ducker, and we hope to see you later tonight in the gym for senior night as our Hawks take on the Iron Horses. Have an amazing weekend, Hanahan.
This might just scare or confuse the predator long enough. Well, that's a good blooper.